Hello, I'm Jacob from Greyd, and today I'm going to show you how you go live with your website. So I brought this nice looking website. We got this fitness website. We're gonna take a look. This is how it looks. It has some posts, some content, some images in here, and we want to push that to a live site. It's actually currently on my local host, so not published on the web. And we have this single site prepared. I installed the Greyd.Suite. You can do that. You can find the tutorial for that in another video. I installed the Greyd.Suite and I want to put all my contents, my entire website in here. So first of all, I'm gonna go to the Greyd.Hub and I want to upload a file in here. Before that, I go to my local Greyd.Hub and download the website. I have multiple options doing that now. So usually the best option is to just download the entire website. But you can also just download the content. The content doesn't download the themes and plugins, but if you already have your themes and plugins installed on the new site, you probably don't need themes and plugins. If you have the multi-site connector enabled, you can connect the websites and actually migrate the sites without downloading, uploading anything, and without server limitations probably. And one last thing that you can do as well, and I'm going to show that later on after we migrated this site, is you can actually download all the files separately, the database, the uploads, themes and plugins, and then re-upload them to the other site. So first of all, I want to download my entire site. That's what I want to do now. So I click on download. Depending on your hoster and on the size of your website, this is going to take a while. This could be a couple of seconds, a couple of minutes. It really depends on how large your website is. So we're done. The export is successful and I've just downloaded a little zip file. So now, next thing to do is go to my actual live site and click on import for the entire website. And I go to downloads and I take my last selected file and import that. And again, depending on your hosting, on the size of your upload, this could actually take a while. Even if you have large files, there's an upload process that's actually starting with a progress bar and everything. So yeah, depending on your setup, this could take a couple of minutes. So there we go. The import was successful and we're gonna take a look. Yes, and this is what my site looks like right now. Of course, I have to still validate my license. We're gonna go through this website. Actually looks kind of nice. I really like it. Yeah, now I can include my license key. This is usually not imported with your site. And yeah, and from there on, I'm good to go. Also, the plugins are active. You can see Yoast is active in here. Oh, the pop-up just appeared. So yeah, everything worked pretty fine in my opinion. So now I'm going to show you how to actually do this manually, or not manually, but separately, with each file uploaded separately. So for example, if you have server limitations, running into server timeouts, then you can kind of troubleshoot there and still migrate your website. So first of all, I'm gonna take a minute to reset my website. So there we go. I've now successfully resetted my website. It's clean again. It's called single site, and I have this Greyd.Hub in place. I do not have my plugins anymore, and everything is pretty much based back to the original state where I don't really have too much. So now we're going to take a look at how this site actually looks, how this download actually looks. We're going to take a look at this download, and in the end, this download consists of 4 files. It's a database file, it is a plugins file, a zip, a theme zip, and an upload zip. And this is what the website is all about. So we have the database, which has all the contents in it, the posts, which plugins are activated, and so on. We have the plugins itself to upload them, the themes itself, all the themes, and the upload. So everything that you have in your media folder and everything. So we're gonna now upload them separately, which again can help you not running into server timers or anything. So first I'm going to the Greyd.Hub and I'm going to select the tab More. I can do it here as well, but this way it actually stays that way when I reload the window. So the first thing I want to import is always the database, because this is kind of like the main thing to do. So I'm going to select this here and import the database. So this worked, and we're now going to take a look at the site. So this is how it looks. This is how it would look. This is what you can expect if you only upload the database. So we have the content here. The page is kind of working, but we don't have images. We don't have plugins like Yoast active. So yeah, we have some issues, but it's there. It kind of worked. So yeah, next on, I would usually upload the plugins next. Especially, or otherwise, if you have a child theme active, then it's really necessary to now upload the child theme and the themes, because if you have a child theme in place and it's not actually installed on your website, this would not look this way. You have pretty much an error, and you say the website saying to you, your theme isn't found. So themes, to upload the themes is probably a really good way to do now. But in my case, I do not have a child theme active, so I kind of have to, I can skip this step, but I want to import my plugins. So let's select the plugins folder and import them. So there we go. This was successful. Again, taking a look at the site. It didn't really change much, but we see now the plugin is active. And last but not least, we want to now import the media. So as this is the largest file, this could probably take a while. Usually if you have a large site, this is probably the largest file. But in this case, it's already done. We're going to take a look at the site again, and there we go. The images are there, the plugins are now installed. So I have everything. I just can include my license key again, and I'm good to go from here on. So yeah, that's it for today. I hope you learned something, and yeah, see you in the next one.
For more videos and information, please visit our help center.